Hello, everyone. Today I made noodles with yubu. The method of making it is similar to banquet noodles, but the taste is a little different. After eating it, I think it tastes better than banquet noodles. The noodles I'm making now are the noodles that all Koreans have tried. It can be delicious if you make it to suit your taste. Since I'm only making 2 servings of vegetables, I'll just chop them up quickly with a knife. I will cut the zucchini into the same shape as the carrots. I eat zucchini with onions every day. How many types of Korean food are there? I'm curious. Approximately how many are there? Please tell me how many types there will be in the comments. I'll see how many things I can make. Even my son, who didn't eat mushrooms, ate them all today. See how I made it in a simple way. If my son ate it, it must have tasted good. I'm only going to use half the onion. I stir-fried the vegetables separately today, but if you want to make it quickly, you can fry them all at once. When chopping green onions, if you cut them diagonally and then turn them in the opposite direction, they will cut as if they were chopped. If you cut the peppers like you do now, you can cut them into small pieces. It doesn't take me much time to make food. Since I never miss breakfast, I have to make it as simple as possible. The gacha you see now is non-spicy gacha. I stir-fried the sliced vegetables separately, but usually I quickly fry them all at once. When you make it, you can fry it all at once. Add a little salt to the carrots and fry them. When frying other vegetables, add salt to season them. I'm going to fry the mushrooms with dark soy sauce and oligosaccharide. If you do this, the mushrooms will be seasoned and delicious. I added 800 milliliters of water. I'll simply put it back in the pack. The dashi pack contains dried fish, such as kelp, anchovies, and shrimp. I also added a spoonful of soy sauce to the soup. You can make broth like this. It's simple, right? I'm going to boil somen. I only put this much, but if you want to eat more, you can add more. When boiling somen, if you boil it in a large pot, the water will not boil over. So you don't have to add cold water separately. If you want to eat the noodles warm, do not rinse them in cold water. You can also make the broth warm, and do not rinse the noodles in cold water. If you rinse the noodles in cold water, they will be firm, but even if you add warm broth, the soup will still be lukewarm when you eat it. If you want to eat the soup warm, you can boil the noodles for about 3 minutes, and then add the hot broth right away. This is yubu used when making yubu sushi. I squeezed out a little bit of the soup. You can cut it long. Just cut it with scissors. I was going to buy a square-shaped yubu, but the triangular-shaped yubu was on sale, so I bought this. You don't have to make it the same shape, so you can just buy the cheap one. It's delicious even if you add chopped cabbage kimchi without adding yubu. I didn't add kimchi today. Did you cut kimchi into small pieces and eat it with banquet noodles? I was trying to make pretty egg rolls, but I made them quickly today. It doesn't look pretty. Still, I baked the whites and yolks separately. It doesn't look pretty, but it tastes the same. Everyone make it prettier than me and eat it. I make food in a hurry, so it doesn't look pretty. I did not rinse the noodles in cold water. I just took out the noodles. I'm going to eat warm noodles. Today, I sautéed the vegetables separately, so I added them one by one, but you can also add the stir-fried vegetables all at once. It's okay to make vegetable stock without frying it and boil it right away, but I think it tastes better if you make it separately and eat it like this. Since vegetables all cook at different times, it is better if you fry them separately. Since the vegetables are seasoned individually, there is no need to add salt. If you eat noodles and then eat vegetables, they are seasoned, so it is delicious even if you take out the vegetables and eat them. My child who doesn't eat mushrooms ate them because they were seasoned and sweet. I made it today and ate it, but it tasted so good that I think I can eat it again tomorrow. We will make the seasonings separately later. After adding all the vegetables and toppings, I'm going to add the broth I made. While making it, it is best to boil it over low heat so that the broth does not cool down. It's better to eat food warm. I'm going to add seaweed powder. If you add seasoned seaweed powder, it will be better than just seaweed alone. Seaweed powder also contains sesame seeds, but I will make it more delicious by adding more sesame seeds. Instead of adding ground sesame seeds, I added whole sesame seeds. These are fragrant, well-roasted sesame seeds. I'm going to add warm broth. You can add kimchi to your taste. You don't have to add all the vegetables. When making broth, it is okay to just add anchovies to the broth. I'll mix chopped green onions and chopped red pepper. You can adjust the seasoning by making the seasoning and adding it to the food. I also added more sesame seeds. I will also add red pepper powder. Since everyone has different tastes, you can add as much seasoning as you want. I'm going to add dark soy sauce. I added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, but there was some sauce left over. I think you can just add a spoonful of soy sauce. If you have any leftover seasoning, you're going to throw it away anyway, so make just enough to eat. Add the seasoning sauce to the yubu noodles, season to taste, and enjoy. I will also upload a Korean video. Eat well and stay strong. I'll make delicious food tomorrow too. See you again tomorrow.